Today we are going to do a power vinyasa class on basically the fun of asana. An asana are different poses and different sequences in which we can put the asanas together. And so we're just going to have a little fun putting the asanas together in a way that feels good in your body. So we're going to start at the top of the mat. And I just want you to take a moment, close your eyes, feel your feet, find your breath, and just generally tap into how your body feels. And just drawing awareness to the top of your body, the bottom of your body, maybe the left side and the right side, the front, the back. And then kind of picturing that the whole body comes together in this really strong, fluid moving unit. And find this balance and flow to your breathing. And then maybe taking a moment to set your intent for your practice. Offering just an exploration into how things feel. Not over trying, but just generally being aware. What you like, what you don't like, what feels really good. How does this work? And sometimes how it doesn't work. All of this is just information. And that information leads me to greater happiness, greater strength in my own body. When you're ready, take your hands down, just step to the top of your mat. Let's inhale, reach and extend the arms up. Draw your shoulders back and then exhale, fold. And go a little bit slower. Kind of pull the belly in. Notice if your balance is a little off. Take the head down, maybe the arms come up. And as I inhale, lengthen the body without the fingers touching. And then exhale, draw the arms back. If you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen the body. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, let's lengthen. And then exhale and just fold it down. Let the head come down. Squeeze the inner thighs, finding the internal balance of the body. Maybe the hands find each other. And you might notice you're wavering a little bit. I know I am. Pulling the belly in, trying to pull the forehead towards the shins. Bend the knees if you need to. Inner thighs slightly push out. And then inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, put your hands down. Let's step back, downward facing dog. So tailbone lifts, arms are long. And just generally stretch out through the body. Maybe pedaling the feet. This might be one of many workouts you've done today. This might be the first workout you've done today. And so wherever you are, just being aware of how the body feels, rippling forward a little bit and bring the shoulders so the shoulders and wrists align. Press up really high, like you're trying to get your cat pose super high. And then tilt your tailbone back, maybe a little bend in the knees and glide back down. Let's ripple forward. Inhaling forward and then exhale, pushing back and just kind of tilt the tailbone back. And two more like that, rippling forward. Super high cat pose, maybe the shoulders coming over the fingers on this one. And then tilt the tailbone back, glide back. And then last one forward, we're going to stay forward on this one. And just start to walk the feet back a little bit, slide them back. And pull the shoulders forward, lengthen your plank pose. Bend your elbows and as slow as you can, maybe on the count of 7, 6, 5. Belly's going to come to the ground. 3 and 2 and 1. Nice. Lower down, lengthen the legs a little bit. And then just peel your rib cage up off the ground. Lift your heart, lift your chest. And then exhale, pull forward. Let's find that high plank. Tailbone glides back up into that downward facing. And just stay here for a few breaths. See if you can find some stillness on this next one. And just breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And just checking in to how everything feels. Now inhale, rise up in your toes, and as slowly as you can, start to lift the hips up a little bit, and then just walk yourself forward. And keep walking. Try to come up higher on the toes, really challenging yourself. Maybe bringing the big toes together, gazing forward, and see if you can find a little balance. Maybe the legs are straight or bend the knees. Hands might come to the heart. Stay here for 5, and 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Draw the heels down, head down. Nice. Let's reverse that. Inhale. Reverse the swan dive. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Drop the shoulders. And let's exhale. Fold forward. On your inhale, gaze forward halfway. Exhale, walk or jump back, plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, press back, glide into your downward facing. Right leg comes up on that inhale. Open your hip to the right, keep the shoulders squared, and just rotate and open the ankle. We're going to bring that right knee, or rise up high onto the left toes. Left knee is facing forward, and lift the right leg up a little bit higher if you can. Now bring the right knee over towards the right shoulder and touch the right toes down next towards the right pinky. Bring that left knee down, find this wide lunge pose, uncurl the back left toes. Keep your hands down, glide your chest forward. Now we're going to round. I'm going to curl the back left toes, round up, lift the left knee, and keep lifting up like you're in a high plank. And then bring your right heel towards your bottom. Keep your knee touching your tricep. On your inhale, lift and extend the leg back up towards the sky. And this time bring that right knee over towards the left tricep, little twist. Inhale, bringing it back up. And then exhale, right knee towards right tricep. Right foot touches down next to that left pinky. Keep the left hand down, keep the left knee up, and then reach and extend your right arm up. So again, I'm in this little bit of a wider twist. Me into that angle. Right hand comes down. I'm going to bring that right heel towards the bottom. Keep the knee and the shoulder connected. Stay here, 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, right leg comes back up towards the sky. Bring that right knee forward towards the nose, round the spine. Inhale, extend your leg back. This time right knee comes towards the left tricep, and allow that leg to come over, fallen triangle. Right hand stays down, reach and extend the left arm up. Bring that left arm forward as far as you can, really reaching. See if you can get a little higher on the left toes, and then bring the left hand down. Right heel kicks towards the right bottom. Or swing it back. Inhale, free-legged. Shift yourself forward. See if you can find your flank pose. And then slowly lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Chin towards chest. Exhale, back, downward facing. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Left leg comes up. Open your hip to the left. Bend your knee, flex your foot. Try to keep your shoulders squared over the mat. Inhale, rise up high onto the right toes, and then exhale, bring that left knee all the way over towards the left shoulder. Touch the left foot next to the left pinky. This first one, drop the right knee down and curl the right toes. Inhale, reach and extend that left arm up, opening the hip. And then I'm going to curl the right toes so you can get up a little bit higher and open yourself into that full angle. When you're ready, bring your left hand down, round your back as high as you can, and then try to bring your left knee towards your left shoulder. Inhale, extend it back up. Left knee comes towards right tricep, exhale. Inhale, back towards the center. Exhale, left knee towards left shoulder, touch the left foot down, but keep the right knee up if you can. Open that arm, really reaching up. Getting a little bit more stretch on that hip. And when you're ready, bring that left hand down. Left knee is going to hold next to that shoulder for 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, take the leg back. And then exhale, left knee towards right tricep, or Set the foot down. Find that fallen triangle on the right side. So right hand comes up. Reach the right arm forward as far as you can and rise up really high on the right toes. Bring the right hand down. Knee comes in towards the center. Exhale, take it back up. This time we're going to bring that knee forward. Round your back, lifting up as high as you can. Step your left foot between your thumbs. Inhale, take your lunge up. So arms are going to extend, and I'm going to really pull that right heel back. Lift the arms up a little bit more and straighten out both legs. Turn towards the long edge and find that lunge on the other side. So now that right knee is pressing forward and the left heel is reaching back. Keep lifting the arms up, holding here for 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale, extend the legs, turn the toes, and then come back into that lunge on the left. I'm going to bring that right hand down. Left fingertips are going to stay up, so keep the left arm extending up. Use the left arm. See if you can reach that right fingertips up off the ground and just hover here. Now bring both arms out. We're going to airplane the body right over that left leg. And see if you can start extending the arms back behind you. Turn the palms, face them up. Draw your belly in and start to shift your weight into the left leg. Finding warrior 3 or this bent knee, warrior 3. So keep extending the chest, bending warrior 3, extend the toes back behind you as far as you can and really spread the right toes. Take the right foot slowly back, find that high lunge, reach and extend the arms out. Lift up a little bit more, straightening out both legs, toes towards the long edge, and then find that lunge on the other side. So right knee is forward, left heel is pulling back, and you're facing towards the back of your mat. Lift your arms up as high as you can. And I'm going to start to shift forward. This time that left hand is going to come down. Right arm is going to come in. And we're going to find that twisted angle. See if you can reach the right arm up a little bit more and lighten the fingertips on the left. Maybe hover the left fingertips. Start to bring the body, airplaning the body over the right leg. Reach the arms behind you and start to shift your weight right into that right leg. Turn the palms face up, roll the shoulders back, find this bent knee, warrior 3. Stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Left foot comes down, we're gonna find and re-establish that lunge. Inhale, lift the arms, straighten out the legs, turn over towards the left leg. So this time I'm gonna come all the way down, take the hands down, left heel comes in, find that 3-legged downward facing. Shift forward into maybe that plank pose. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Chin towards chest. Press back, downward facing. And just stay here for a few breaths. And if that feels good, breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. When you're ready, rising up on your toes, gaze between your thumbs, walk or jump forward towards the front of the mat. And then exhale, bow. Find Utkatasana, bend the knees, reach and extend the arms up, sink the hips down. We're going to take the hands to the heart, bring that right elbow over towards the left tricep, twist. And gazing up, draw the belly in, sink the hips down a little bit more, inhale the arms. And then exhale, bring that left elbow over towards right tricep. Inhale, lift, thumbs press towards the center of the chest. Keep squeezing the inner thighs, hugging the Mula Bandha in. On your inhale, reach and extend the arms out and see, can I touch the floor down? Inhale and exhale. We're going to do a few of these. These are chair jumping jacks. They're not a lot of fun. Pull the tailbone in, really challenging. Find 2 more. Last one. Hold here, stretch the arms back behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together, exhale, fold. Oh, that does feel good. Inhale, sweep the arm, find your chair. Exhale, dive forward, tailbone left, head comes down. Inhale, gaze forward. And then exhale, walk or jump back, plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Chin towards chest, Downward facing. Right leg comes up on the inhale. Bring the knee towards the nose. Round your spine and step lightly between your thumbs. Inhale. Let's take it into that high lunge. So reaching the arms up as much as you can. Let's bring that left knee down. Now as the left knee almost touches, I'm going to shift the arms back. And I'm going to kind of shift all my energy into that right heel. Lean your body forward. And then bring the left knee down, arms come back up. And so shifting your weight into that right leg, almost like we're about to launch into our warrior three. Inhale, come back. We're gonna do a few more of these, kind of burning out that right glute. Shoulders back, squeeze the arms towards each other. Inhale, draw the left knee down. So both knees are about 90 degrees. Inhale, straighten out the back leg, shift your weight forward, right leg. Inhale, pressing back, and I want you to hold here. See if you touch the knee down and up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Get as low as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to shift that weight forward. Take the hands back behind you. Roll your shoulders back. Find your warrior three. Bent knee. Now see if you can straighten out your right leg. And then rebend it, finding that bent knee warrior three. So straight leg warrior three, bent knee warrior three. Straighten the leg and bend. Now let's find 3 more. Straightening and exhale and bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. We're going to hold this last one. So I want you to find that bent knee and start to tilt the body down like you're trying to point your head down and your left foot is coming up. Reach your fingers towards your left toes and stretch your toes out as much as you can. Squeeze your shoulder blades, stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. When you're ready, left foot comes down. Oh, reach up. Nice. Straighten out the legs. Turn towards the long edge. Boom. Right over to the other side. Back of the mat. So we're going to do the same thing here. Find your lunge pose. Bring your knee down 90 degrees. Almost touching the knee. And then let's take the arms back behind us. Shift your weight forward. Inhale. Find your lunge. Reach your arms up. Exhale. Shift back. So pushing the arms back. Draw the belly in. Shoulders are back. Leaning over that left leg. Inhale. Both knees 90 degrees. Shifting forward into that left leg. Inhale. So kind of like a lightning bolt, but my arms are shifting behind me instead of forward. 2 more on this one. And inhale forward. Lifting up. Pressing forward, getting length and height. Last one, I'm going to hold this lunge, and I'm going to see, can I touch that right knee? Lift it up an inch. Touch it. Lift. Touch. We've got 7 and 6, 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Shifting that way forward, finding that warrior three pose. So I'm going to start to come up, finding your balance, spreading your fingers out, spreading the toes on the right leg. Now start to straighten out the left and bend the left, finding balance. You need those arms up, take the arms out, lifting up, pressing down, trying to keep that right hip over the mat, straightening the left, bending. We've got 3 more. So straightening and bend, straighten and bend. Last one, straighten, and bend. I know I'm all over the place. And then place your head, reach your head down as you're stretching your toes up. Lift that leg as high as you can. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Softly bring the right toes back. Oh, that feels good. Straighten out the legs, turn into the long edge. Reach the arms out and just fold forward here for a moment. Bring the elbows so the elbows are facing up towards the ceiling. Notice how much your upper body works when your lower body is doing a lot of work. We're going to inhale, come up, gaze forward, and then exhale. I'm going to plant my hands down. I want you to shift your weight into the right leg, finding Skandasana. So I'm going to shift in, left heel is going to stay where it is, and then I'm going to walk into that left leg. See if you can find your warrior two. Now, see if you can press back. If you need to use the hands, it's okay. So you might need to walk. If you're able, you're going to pop up and come right into that warrior two. We're going to do 3 more like this. Maybe hands come in prayer. Press through the right leg, face towards the back of the mat. Warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, pop up. Warrior two. Last 2. Skandasana. Inhale, pressing up. We're going to hold this next Skandasana. So I want you to shift your weight into the right leg. Open the right arm, open the left. See if you can lift and open the chest a little bit. Left hand's going to come back behind you. Tense your fingers and then rise up high onto your right toes. See if you can point your left toes. You can get that left big toe. Placing down and hold here for 3. And 2. And 1. Shifting yourself back. Come into your wide angle. So spread your legs, reach your arms out. Exhale, fold. And take a moment here, maybe gazing forward. Exhale. On your next one, place your hands down, walk your energy in towards that left heel, Skandasana, on the left side. So I'm facing towards the right toes and the front of my mat, reaching the arms out. Now you can walk it forward a little bit, pressing into the right leg, find your warrior two. If you're able, you're going to shift your weight back, see if you can find your Skandasana, push into the left heel. Inhale, pop up into that warrior two. Exhale, lower down Skandasana. Inhale, pressing up. Use your hands if you need them. Exhale, lower. We have 3 more. Inhale, popping up, warrior two. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, and then we're going to stay in that Skandasana. So go back to left leg. Left arm comes to the inside of that left knee. Right arm might just reach up. And just stay here for a moment, opening this side body. When you're ready, take the fingers on the right, and then push off the left toes, reaching yourself back for this kind of really nice stretch in your wild thing. Lifting up, staying here for 3. And 2. And 1. Press yourself back, Skandasana. Come up wide legs. So widen your legs a little bit. Take your hands to your hips, move it in a little bit. So I'm going to move back, and we're going to come into option for headstand. If you do not want to take a headstand, and I want you to work on playing when you do this. So work on your headstand. You're going to press to the crown of your head. If you're not there, you don't want to come all the way up, you don't have to. So reach the arms out. Exhale, fold. Now you might kind of pull onto the ankles and pull the shoulder blades back. Head or crown of the head might come down. This might be where you stay. And just play with wherever you are. If you want to tripod the arms, arms are going to be level with the ears. Our shoulders are in 90 degrees. Place the head down. So the hands are right to the sides of my shoulders. Now I'm going to start to lift the toes up. And just press to the crown of the head. See if you can slowly start to extend the legs up. You kind of play with this pose. You might think about bringing the big toes together and try to push the elbows away from you. So keeping the arms in 90 degrees. Hug the inner thighs, turn the knees so they're facing towards the long edge, and finding stability. And staying in your headstand for a few breaths. Now if you want to take one leg forward and one leg back, extend kind of a split pose, and bend both knees. If you want to try to touch that right foot down to the ground, you can touch it and bring it back up. And I'm just kind of playing, maybe touching it a few times, seeing what's available. And when you're ready, bring those legs back together and finding your splits on the other side. So extending the legs out, maybe bending the knees, and letting the left big toe find the earth. and then taking that back. Trying to keep the thigh on the right side facing up and just playing in your pose. When you've touched, or at least tried to touch the ground a few times, bring those legs back up and then slowly start to extend the legs back out. Finding the stability of the pose, pressing the heels towards the edge of the mat slowly. Start to extend yourself, come up. Walk the feet in a little bit closer, hands towards the hips. On your inhale, rise back into your standing, and the right toes are going to face forward. We're going to find warrior two on the right side. So reach that right arm out. Let's reach the right arm forward, exalt your pose, walk your fingers back. And then bring your right hand down to the inside, finding Parshvanottanasana. Extend the left arm up. So I'm coming into my side angle. Left arm might reach forward. And finding the stability in this side. And using the left hand on your inhale, pushing yourself back, warrior two, straightening out the right leg, turning the toes, and then bringing the left toes so they're facing out, bending your knee. Left arm reaches forward, left palm comes up, lift up. And when you're ready, bringing that left arm down, bring the hand to the inside, and that right arm is going to come up. Now, if you want to bring the right arm forward, extend the right arm forward, and pull the right toes back. So you're pulling your hand and your toes in the opposite direction. Stay here for a breath. When you're ready, right arm comes up, inhale. Bring yourself back into your warrior two. Straighten out your left leg, turn your toes. Right toes face over towards the front of your mat, bend your knee. Right arm reaches forward, exalt your pose. And then see if you can just extend your right hand down. We're gonna lean back. So I'm gonna stretch my right toes forward, come into Skandasana, and then reach yourself forward into your exalted pose. I wanna find a few of those. Right hand comes down right towards the center of the mat, and then maybe reach the fingers towards the back. Bring that knee forward, inhale, lifting up into your exalted pose. Exhale, right hand comes down, reach the left fingers, look towards the back of your mat, and then bring your right foot forward and exalt your pose. Last two. So right hand comes down, leaning back into it, point the right toes forward, and shift into your exalted pose. And last one, we're gonna hold here, reach back. See if you can extend that arm back. And slowly extend yourself forward, coming back into your warrior two. Sink down a little bit more, push the shoulders down. Straighten out the right leg, turn the right toes towards the long edge. Left toes come in, warrior two on this side. Left arm comes forward, inhale, exalt the pose. Reach the left arm down, and you're gonna bring the hands kind of towards the center. Reach back, Skandasana, gaze towards the front of your mat. Shift that left arm, exalt your pose, inhale. And then exhale, kind of finding this pull into your Skandasana. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, bring that hand down, reaching back. Last two, reaching yourself forward, inhale, lift. And then exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches back. Last one, inhale, extend. And then exhale, stay in your Skandasana for a moment, hugging the legs towards each other a little bit. And when you're ready, bring yourself back into your warrior two. You're gonna hover in your warrior two. Staying here, squeeze your finger and your thumbs towards each other, straightening out the left toes, turn the toes towards each other. We're gonna bring it in, heel, toe, take the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift and lengthen your chest. Exhale, fold. Keep the hands on the hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and squeeze at your inner thighs. Draw your head down a little bit more. And keep seeing, can I pull myself through? Can I squeeze my inner thighs enough? Lift your arches, lift your kneecaps, and pull your rib cage through your legs. Stay here another breath. Gazing forward towards the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthening, coming back up. Turn your right toes towards the front. We're going to shift our weight into that right leg. So coming all the way forward. And bring that left knee up. We're going to find a little bit of balance. So just hovering the left leg here. I'm going to fold forward, finding warrior three. I'm going to move over for a moment. And now I'm going to fold forward, finding warrior three. So reaching the arms out, bend the knee if you need to, and bring that knee back into the center. Exhale, extend the arms out, finding warrior three. And inhale, pulling it in. One more time. Exhale, extend the arms out, finding warrior three, and pull the shoulder blades back. Reach the toes back behind you. Use the left hand, take the left hand down. We're going to find our twisted angle. So like your left heel is pushing up against a wall, squeeze your inner thighs and draw your right arm up. Gazing over towards the side of your mat, maybe up towards the ceiling, gazing towards that thumb. Keep squeezing the thighs, staying here for 3, and 2. And one, bend your right knee, plant your left foot down. Use your right hand. So walk your hands back a little bit. Squeeze yourself, find your twisted warrior 2. Bring that right arm forward, find warrior 2. Straightening out the right leg, turn the toes in. Bring yourself towards the left. So we're going to start to shift ourselves forward, coming into standing on that left leg. Reach the arms out, finding your warrior 3. Reach your toes back behind you. On your inhale, lifting that knee in. Exhale, pressing the arms out. Try to keep the right hip squared over the mat. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And then you're going to find your balance, reaching those arms out. Squeeze your inner thighs and push your heel like you're pushing it up against a wall. Right fingertips are going to slowly start to come down towards the mat. Bend your left knee if you need to. And keep pushing your heel back. Squeeze your inner thighs and gently start to rotate so your body is facing over, this time towards the left side. Maybe gazing down towards the floor, the left side of the room, or maybe even taking your gaze up towards the left thumb. Squeezing the inner thighs, pushing that heel back, and lifting the back right leg as much as you can for 3, and 2. And 1, bending the left knee, softly starting to bring the right toes down, maybe walking that hand back in, and inhale, coming up into your twisted warrior 2. Try to turn your chest over towards the left side, and right arm comes out, finding warrior 2 on the left. Straightening out the left leg, turning the toes, and then shifting yourself all the way forward. This time this left leg is going to come around. We're going to find Asana. So reaching it around to the left leg. Right arm is going to come around. And just finding your Asana position. Squeezing your hips in, drawing your belly in, and finding your balance. Now maybe taking the elbows down and rounding the back as much as you can. And those elbows might touch, just playing with your balance a little. On your inhale, lifting yourself back up. Unfurl your leg, keep your arms, and press your leg back into a lunge. So as softly as you can, start to bring the left toes back. On your inhale, lift your arms and try to lift your chest up. Pull your shoulders back. Squeeze your thighs, gazing up. When you're ready, bring yourself back into the straight legs, turning your toes towards the long edge, and then bring yourself over towards the back. Undo the arms, and then take the left arm on top of the right, and then start to shift yourself forward, bringing the right leg around the left, Asana, on the, or towards the back of your mat. Push your shoulders back, draw your navel in, and bring your elbows down towards you. And slowly, as slow as you can see, can your elbows touch your knees? And just playing here, seeing what's available. On your inhale, slowly starting to come up and finding that point of focus, squeezing your shoulders, and then when you're ready, unfurling the back leg. And I'm going to stretch the right foot back behind me and find your lunge pose, pressing the right leg back as slowly as you can. as though you're going through something really thick. Right toes touch down, inhale. And as you inhale, lift the chest, lift the elbows, squeeze the inner thighs, finding balance, staying here for 3. And 2. And 1, bring the arms back in. Straighten out the legs, bring yourself out. Turn your toes out a little bit. We're gonna bend our knees, reach your legs out as wide as you can. And just stretch a little back and forth. And then straightening out the legs. Turn yourself forward towards the front. I'm going to turn my left toes towards the front of my mat. Try to keep the legs straight. We're going to hinge at the hips. Lead the chest forward. Legs are about 36 inches, so if you need to move that back leg in, and you can leave the heel out, or if you have a Parshvanottanasana as the legs are forward, you can use that. So shifting yourself forward into my extreme side stretch. So I'm going to pull my belly in and try to keep extending the chest. So this is kind of where we started. Arms might be reaching back behind you. Chin is coming down towards the shin. And then squeezing the inner thighs, finding a balance. And where I am, I want to try to align my hips. So I'm pushing a little bit more energy into that right leg than I am the left. Now, if you have your balance, you can bend your left knee. Interlock your fingers around your back and then see, can I slip? I know. Can I slip the arms around the bottom? And that's a little bit harder. You can also just take those hands back around. It's kind of fun to see what you can do. If you're able to bend the knees a little bit more, use your hands grabbing on and deepen this work that the right leg is having to do. Bring the chin down towards the chest and keep extending yourself forward. Or chest, I'm sorry. Chest towards the leg, chin towards the shin, gaze towards your big toe. Release your hands, straighten out your legs, and on your inhale, slowly extend yourself back up. Turn your toes towards the long edge. Bring your toes so they're facing towards the back of your mat. And you're not going to really have to adjust a lot. Square your hips and just make sure your hips are aligning. And as you extend forward, really reach your chest out. Make sure the right hip is dropping down and there's more energy pushing through the left leg. Keep extending the chest forward and draw the arms back. Now, if you found your balance, pull your shoulders back a little bit and see, can I move the hands around your bottom? And again, they're not happening. Don't worry about it. You can move that back leg in. You can grab onto the hands. You can take the hands around the forearm. Keep extending yourself forward, and your chin is pulling down towards the shin. Your drishti is your big toe. Shoulders are back. And again, more energy. I'm pushing more weight into that left leg. And I'm trying to squeeze my inner thighs, so I'm finding this balance in the legs. And all of these balances are just different balances. They're different ways I have to work the body. So releasing the hands on your inhale, really push through that left leg. Turn your toes in. We're going to step towards the front of your mat. Come back into standing pose. Take your hands to your heart, thumbs pressed to your chest, and just stay here for a few breaths. Whew. All right. Inhale, reach and extend your arms up. Drop your shoulders. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gaze forward halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Walk or jump back, plank or chaturanga. We're going to press up to our high plank and press down chaturanga. Press up, high plank. Press down chaturanga. Press up, high plank. Press down chaturanga. One more time. Press up, high plank. Press down chaturanga. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up, high plank. Downward facing. I know I wasn't going to let you go without a little bit of upper body work on this routine. And so pressing the hands out. Breathing deeply. When you're ready, rise up on your toes, gaze between your thumbs. I'm going to walk my feet in a little bit closer. Now, I'm going to do some jumps, and I'm going to try to extend the right leg up a little bit more. So as I do this, I'm going to actually step the right foot back, and I want you to kick off that right leg. You're going to put a little bend in the left. So keep the arms as straight as you can, and I just want you to find these little jumps. Right toes can touch behind the left, and it's a little bit more energy into the right. And just let's find 5 more, and then we'll switch. And 4, and 3, and 2. You've got this. And 1, and maybe hover. And when you're ready, bring the feet down and switch. So I'm going to walk it in just a little. I'm going to bend my knees. If you need to rest here for a moment, rest for a moment. I'm going to straighten out the left leg, and I'm going to keep the right knee bent. And I'm just going to kick up the left leg. Keep the arms straight, and then kick the left leg, and little hop. Now I'm giving a little bit of assistance on the right, but I'm trying to use more power in that left leg. Last 2. And use your fingertips like brakes. Last 1. Maybe hover. When you're ready, bring your feet slowly down. Let's come down into our plank pose. If you're not there, push into plank. We're going to shift to the right side. Find Vashisthasana. Left arm comes up. Bring the left forearm down, and then switch right over into Vashisthasana on this side. Right forearm comes down, and bring yourself to the right, and left hand's going to press down, pressing up. Right arm presses up. Press back, plank pose, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, chin towards chest. Press back, downward facing. Shift forward, inhale, plank pose. This time left side, so we'll find Vashisthasana on the left. Squeeze your inner thighs, reach the right arm up. Right forearm comes down. Elbows still in line. Squeeze the inner thighs, reach the left arm up. Left forearm comes down. Switch. Right arm comes up, squeeze your thighs. Right arm comes down. Try to lift. Lifting right into that left side. Bring the left hand down, shift forward, finding your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. This time knees towards the ground. Push back, child's pose, walk the fingers forward. And so move your body a little side to side, and we're kind of finding these jumps. And so I like the jumping poses. I'm going to press my toes down, and we're going to only do 5 of these. If you want to skip them, you can come in. These are called yoga burpees, and they're pretty horrible, I will tell you. So there's a couple of different ways to do them. I'm going to show you. Bring the knees up, and you're going to hop forward, and then hop up, press back, and lower back. Now you can bring the knees down, or you can keep the knees up. And that's a little harder. You're going to have to shorten your stance. So if the knees are down, you can start from here. You're going to pop forward, pop up, press back, lower back. So this is 2 where I walk back. Let's find 3 more like that. So pop forward, pop up, chaturanga, press back, pop forward, pop up. Chaturanga, press back. Last 2, pop forward, pop up, chaturanga, press back. Last one, pop forward, pop up, chaturanga, press back, hover here. So you can keep your knees lifted, tailbone lifted, finding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hop forward, press your bottom down. Woo. Shake the legs out. I know those are pretty intense. So I love, and there's a lot of ways that we can build on those chaturangas. They're a lot of fun. We're going to keep building on those. So I'm going to lower down, and I'm going to bring the legs up. We're going to do a little bit of core work. We're going to reach and extend the arms up. Shoulder blades are back. Now I want you to curl your tailbone. So exhale, curl. Inhale, shoulders. And try to curl the tailbone and the shoulders up. Hold here for 5. 4, spread the toes. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower. So we're going to do that a couple of times. I'm going to inhale the tailbone. Exhale, shoulders. Press up, squeeze. So I'm curling the body in towards itself, reaching towards my toes. Stay here for 5. 4, keep lifting the tailbone. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Whew. All right, 3 more. So inhale the tailbone. Exhale the shoulders, pushing into the lower back, reaching towards your toes. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. Squeeze the legs. So we're going to inhale the tailbone. Exhale the shoulders. Reach towards your toes. Reach the toes away from the fingers. Squeeze the inner thighs. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Last one. So we're really going to engage that core. So inhale the tailbone. Exhale the shoulders. Reach the hands towards the toes. Reach the toes away. Spread the toes. Squeeze the thighs. Magnetize everything. Curl your body in on itself. Hold for 10, 9. Keep going. 8. You've got this. 7, 6, 5. Curl, curl, curl. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, wow. I know. Those are intense. So pressing to your heels. We're going to find a bridge pose. On your inhale, I want you to peel your spine up. Bring your shoulder blades a little closer together. Squeeze your thighs. Lift your heart. If you have a back bend, you can take your hands around. Take your palms so they face towards your ears. Fingers are going to face towards the shoulders. On your inhale, press to the crown of the head and stay there for a moment. Now line up your elbows so your elbows are about 90 degrees. Arms might be a little wider than the shoulders. On your inhale, lengthen and see if you can face. So the insides of the elbows are kind of facing a little towards each other and the triceps are wrapping back. Lift the heart and think about lifting the lower rib up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the inner thighs and lift up a little bit higher. Now, if you have a one leg, you can plant the heel down, push into the big toe of your stationary leg, lift the other leg. Now push. I have my right leg up, so I'm going to push a little bit more energy into my right hand. Lifting here. When you're ready, right leg comes down. Press into the right heel, the right big toe, squeeze to the inner thighs, and then left leg lifts. And as I do this, I'm going to press just a little more energy into the left arm and the right leg. Stay here for 3, and 2, and 1. Equal energy. So feet are hip distance. They came back. Toes face forward. Press through the arms. Lift up, seating. Take your gaze from your wrists to your thumbs, to your fingers. Staying here for 3, and 2, and 1. When you're ready, slowly lower down. Woo! Those are challenging. Nice job. Grabbing onto your knees, pull your knees in towards you, and just allow yourself to roll a little side to side. Maybe finding a few of those forward and back rolls. And then when you're ready, allow your arms to come out, legs to come out. And just find a Shavasana. Knowing that the asanas can look different. They can be very similar to each other. And a lot of times I'm still working a lot of the same parts of my body, but giving ourselves permission to explore where and what we can do on our mat. Not holding ourselves to this standard of perfection, that every pose has to be perfect, but allowing for some enjoyment, some play, to explore what might be available, how it's different, and that different is a good thing. That different isn't bad or wrong or even right. That it's just different. And how the body receives it is always a little different. And so I invite you to stay in your Shavasana as long as you can. Thank you for this short Power Vinyasa flow class. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to this page. And we will keep putting out new and original content every week. Thank you so very much. Namaste.